Hey guys, it's Windy from Windy's Art. Welcome back to my channel. First of all, Happy Moon Festival guys! Especially in Taiwan, people eat pomelo and mooncake for the holiday. So I thought I would share how to paint this pomelo flower in watercolor. This was a package illustration I did for a fruit company. So for the reference photo, I did some research and also combined the photos from the client to make it into a piece. As you can see, there is a lot of stuff going on here. I start with a contour drawing and I mark out most of the shadows in the pencil sketching, so it's easier to put on colors afterwards. After I'm done with sketching, I like to outline my sketching with light watercolor, then erase pencil sketch afterwards. This way I know there's no pencil sketching left in my finished painting. Then I start painting from the flower in the center. Because it's right in the middle of the painting, it'll be the main focus. For the yellow flower, I put a light wash first, then add the shadows to it. After that, I start painting out the darker parts and shadows around the flower and petals. Because we mark out the darker parts with pencil sketching, now just simply follow those lines to add on shadows, which makes things much easier. I like to start painting from the darker parts so I can see the contour more clearly. Also, in this painting, because the flowers are in very light yellow and white color, I simply leave blanks for the flower, then strengthen the shadows and darker parts to offset the light color. Because unlike oil or acrylic painting, it's hard for watercolor to get white back after colored. That's why it's important to leave blanks for white object painting. For the shadow color, I'm using green gray mixed with brown color. Some darker areas I use mostly dark brown color for it. I always like to test the colors that I mixed up on another paper first before I put it in my painting, so I know that's the color I'm looking for and avoid from putting a wrong color. I suggest to do the same if you're a beginner. For the leaves, I first put on a light wash. After the first layer is completely dry, I start putting a darker layer for the leaf spans. There are lots of small details in the leaves. Also, the directions the veins flow are different. I like to observe the reference photo before I start painting, so I know where to add more details. After I'm done with the veins detail, it's time to add darkest shadows. Usually the areas where leaf and flower overlay will have a darker shadows, so I like to strengthen those areas when putting the darkest color. When I'm adding colors for the darkest shadows, I can see the central part's color needs to be strengthened again, so I go back and add more colors around the flowers. For the flower bud, I also start painting with a light wash. When you're putting a light wash, remember to leave blanks around the edge so it looks more 3D. You can see there are small dots and patterns on the bud, so after the first layer is dried, I add all the small details in it. Then continue finish another 2 leaves until finish. And that's it, the pomelo flower painting. I kinda like how this painting turned out. Comment below and let me know what do you think about it. So that's all for today's video. I wish you all a happy Moon Festival and enjoy your holiday. If you enjoyed my video, please give it a thumbs up and make sure to subscribe to my channel and ring that bell so you never miss out on my weekly art videos and tutorials. Thanks for watching. I will see you next week. Bye!